Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Champagne Lloyd, and welcome to 5 Minute Fridays, y'all. As always, I hope you're having a fantabulous morning. But if you're not, y'all know how we do. We flip the script because we understand that nope, we can't control every situation, circumstances, person, place, thing, who mama, daddy, them is, who them kids are, who the teacher is at the school, and what the class feng shui gonna be like this year. You're gonna have beef with other kids, other parents. We can't control none of that. We can't control the gig. We gotta go rock today. Who's gonna be there and what attitude they gonna have once we get there. But every day, all day, 24/7. 365, 60 seconds to every minute. You, yes, you, ma'am, you, yes, you, sir, can control your attitudes, responses, and reactions in them. And as always, y'all know we ain't gonna let nobody kill our vibe nor steal our joy. We're so over. That is so played out, letting how somebody feels or what they say or their attitude dictate to us what kind of day we're gonna have. Ain't gonna have them capping. Okay, anyway, some of you might want to not watch this week, this 5 minute Friday. This 5 minute Friday, I'm actually talking to a specific group of people, and I've been having it on my heart, and this is not everybody's story, so everybody's probably not going to feel this, but today I want to talk to my abused sisters and brothers, and I want to do that because the past pain and the past abuse is holding so many of us captive, and I know it's not cool to talk about, abuse, but I think if you understand that, first of all, you're not the only one, and second of all, that you can get past it, and third of all, that what was done to you, it had nothing to do with your worth, your value. It was that person's issue. It had nothing to do with you. Fourthly, I want us to forgive ourselves of any burden or any blame we've placed on ourselves for the actions of another. So today I'm not going to be graphic, but I am going to tell the truth. So I was sexually abused starting at the age of 3, and actually one of my cousins was actually suffer of this same abuse. We was basically at the same time. I'm not saying no names, but it was a family member. And so as a little girl, sexual abuse changed my whole way of thinking. It messed up what healthy love looked like to me. It messed up how I perceived the male population. It messed up and started a fear in me because I felt like I was unprotected. Those that should have protected me didn't, and it just changed the whole trajectory of who Champagne was created to be. And that story is so many of our stories. And if you weren't even sexually abused, there's physical abuse. I know what it feels to get the dog crap beat out of you. When you're a youngster, you can't do anything back. These are adults. They have the power. So you just withstand. And even seeing other people seeing these abuses, because we got the scars, we got the broken bones, we got the bumps, bruises, and scrapes that are unexplained, and nobody bothers to really dig past the lie of you saying you fell or it was an accident. That feeling of unworthiness that just settles in your heart, in the core of your being, because you feel like, well, if nobody can't see me enough to see that I am getting abused, then there's something that must be wrong with me. And I am here to tell you, my dear sister and brother, first of all, there is healing from that. I'm not going to lie and say it does not affect you. Of course it's going to affect you. Of course it's going to change who you are. But I really want you to grasp this fact. First of all, that we are no longer voiceless anymore. We're not voiceless anymore. We made it out. Like, the first thing we should really just celebrate and just pop our collars, the fact that we survived, y'all. We survived. And life threw everything at us to tear us down, to make us quit, make us give up. But we didn't. We still here. If you see me right now, you survived. You made it. So you've done the hard part. Some of us didn't make out. Some of us took our lives. Some of us got killed in these abuses. But if we are here, we survived, and we did that for a reason. I feel like that if we just get that fact, that can give us the courage to then turn around and face what it is those abuses did to us. I know it's hard, y'all. I know it's hard, and it hurts physically, mentally, spiritually. But let me tell you this. You are still being abused if you do not confront it. It is always in the back of your mind. So to yourself, you're still being abused, even though physically it's not happening to you anymore. That hold that it had on you when you were powerless and couldn't do anything, it's the same power it has now if you don't confront it. No, you ain't got to tell everybody your business like me, but you get a trusted source, a trusted person, and say, look here, this happened to me, this tragedy, and I don't know what to do with this, but I want this pain and the power that it had over me to stop. That comes from a trusted person. That's your first step, to just admit it to somebody you trust. And then secondly, you have to then look at it. Don't be afraid to face it. Y'all, I know it's hard to look and remember that pain that you suffered, that hopelessness. It comes back. It does. You feel it. But what I'm saying is, once you put the light on it, y'all, it doesn't have the power to terrorize you anymore. Light drives out darkness. If you shine the light on it, you guys, it'll become less scary and less painful the more and more you look at it and you deal. And some of you really do need, I would suggest, like a professional or a counselor or something to help you look back at that. But once you start dealing, it like opens up Pandora's box, and you're like, you know what? I survived this. I survived. And so then you start making those moves, whatever that looks like for you, to healing. And that's the next thing I wanted to say. Everybody's road to healness and wholeness is going to be different, because we all suffer different types of abuse. But let me tell you what's at risk and at the cost if you don't. You're going to still be addicted. You're going to still be trying to self-medicate. You're going to still be trying to fill voids with men, with women, with drugs, with drinking, with money, with status, with power, until you stop and you fill the void with your own wholeness. I know I'm right about it, but I know this. I wanted to tell you, we are not a product of what happened to us. We are products of our environments, yes, but we are not products of what happened to us. The environments we can't change, but the product, which is you and I, is up to us. Don't you never forget that. It's up to you. Don't you let their mess control your life. They were broken, sick, hurting people themselves. Don't you let that control you another day. The way you take back your power is to face it, deal, and heal. That's all I wanted to say. And if you know someone that you know is abused, please just be a safe place. We all need a safe place. Just be a safe. Don't be running and telling nobody's business. Don't be judging it. Don't be putting your psychoanalysis on it. Grab their hand. Walk with them as they try to walk out their healing and wholeness. I love y'all. Have a fantabulous weekend. And this weekend, either be a helper to someone so they can become their own hero, listening ear, something. And if you are the one that needs the healing, get the courage to start. This is your time to heal and deal. I love you. Praying for you. Got your back. Peace.